What is up, guys? It's your guy Lord Wenid. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you all enjoyed your day. Today is gonna be a reaction. I know I've been quite. It's been quite a while since I've done one recently, so I'll be doing it. As I was able also to see that a lot of you guys that are watching aren't subscribed. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe already. Today's reaction has been requested to me by one of my subscribers, which is none other than Mr. Quake. I know I was supposed to do it a bit earlier, but lucky for you, this week's gonna be request week, so all you guys who requested the awesome, sucks, and reactions, your request will be granted. As for Dragon Ball Z Legendary Super Warriors, due to a bug, I will be restarting the Buu arc all over again. So without any further ado, let's get started, shall we? Here we go.
Natalya, damn it! The kids will love it. Yeah.
That's how genius Vince McMahon is. At least that would get her over. And hats off to you, Natalia, for agreeing to this gimmick and making it work. You're actually a professional. Hats off to you. And I believe that was the gimmick that got her to seduce Tyson Kidd, her husband. I believe maybe that's it. She farted at him so much, she put a spell on him.
Damn it! She put a spell on him, damn it! She's gonna be Natalya, and the kids will love it, pal. Yeah.
Had to pull a Vince McMahon for that one. And that was actually the most entertaining you've ever been, Natalia. All kidding aside, you are an actually competent trainer and you are a professional. I will give you credit. I'll give credit where credit's due, as you guys have already figured it out. But I'd like to be a little bit sarcastic, also, as you guys have already figured out. I like to joke, and we gotta make it entertaining, unlike Frolic. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's continue. And sometimes, most of the time, Vince's idea are usually genius ideas. And that's the good thing about Vincent Kennedy McMahon, that the neck beards, the marks, the cretins, or all the derogatory term you can use to describe those nerds, wouldn't give him credit for. They they'll give credit to Frodlevek because he gives them nothing but long boring matches instead of gimmicks. He doesn't give them any stories and no follow through. Man, Natalia looked really ugly at that time. Not that she does look good, but now she looks slightly better now, and that's saying something. And that's not being me being an a-hole, it's me being realistic.
Naughty night fart, damn it.
Good idea from Vince. I miss you, Vince.
Yeah, naughty night fart. You have a problem with it, Chris? Shut up.
And that was the most entertaining gimmick you've ever had in your entire career. Natalia. The fact you were actually okay to pull with it, you have my respects. Yes, because the the goal, if you prefer, of the product is, yeah, you have some wrestling content. There's no denying that, but all the while you have to have entertaining content in order to appease to a larger audience worldwide, which is something that
Vincent Kennedy McMahon understood. God bless him. And fuck you, Noseman.
because you are a professional, Natalia. I cannot imagine one of those snowflakes nowadays being being okay to do such a thing. I know the gimmick was actually a bit shitty, no offense, but the fact you made it work is a sign that you're a competent talent. Much respect to you, Natty. Which is why, if it was up to me, you'd be in charge of training, because at least you're competent and you have a good basis, and you'll tell them where they're fucking up and when they're doing a good job. That's something I can give you credit. And I give credit to when credit's due, as you guys already know. Let's resume.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be difficult like my guy.
As any worker should. Learn from it, Noseman's favorite. Learn from these examples. And you know who I'm referring to. Because Vincent Kennedy McMahon is a good boss. He knows most of all how to be a boss and how to help a talent. If you were to ask him, sir, ask him politely and be a good worker, he'll help you. He wouldn't want to hog all the glory like a certain fraud. And that's the way any businessman should be. Prime example, which is why his business model worked. Unlike the morons of Endeavor, who are continuing in a failed business model, by the way, learn from Vincent Kennedy McMahon. You cretins. It's not that hard to do. Of course, it's his baby, Natalia. Why would you think otherwise? He bought the company from his father, so it would only make sense that he would want it to be a success because it has the family name, the McMahons. Make it make sense, my dear. It depends on the kinds of fan you're referring to, Natalia. If you're referring to the casuals and the cool ones, yeah, we'll be entertained, we'll laugh, and we'll remember you for something cool. But if you're talking about the neckbeards, the matchmarks, the cretins, the morons, the imbeciles, all the derogatory terms to describe those people, those are the people that don't want to be entertained. And look at the results when you pander to them. Whether it's current WWE, TNA, AEW, whatever the crap of wrestling companies that listen to the marks. Record low ratings, losing profits, so on and so forth. Like any professional would. And that's something that Natalia, once again, I'll give you credit for it. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. You deserve credit for that. At least, respectfully, you can have, yeah, you give me an idea, I can give you an idea. That's how any worker should. But no, knowing Mr. Gloriog, no, I have the final say, I have the power, and you do as I want. You all have to kiss my ass. That's how he does that petty, insecure, stupid schmuck. Because Vince McMahon is a competent boss and a legitimate genius. He'd listen to you, he'd analyze both ideas, and he would come up with the idea that would be beneficial for each and every one. Unlike a fraud. Overall, that's about it for today's reaction. I know I'll be doing. I know from the post I saw, you guys have requested you prefer a lot of the awesomes and the sucks. The reviews and all we'll be doing them. As for Legendary Super Warriors, as I've illustrated before, I'll redo the Boo arc once again because I had some unexpected bug for some reasons. I found myself finishing the story, but without two characters. So I'll try to redo it again and figure out what happened. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Make sure to give it as much likes as possible. Comment, share, and subscribe. If you aren't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe and let me know in the comments, or via Twitter, which will be available in the description. I'll give you a shout out for your request. You already know how it goes, either in the comments or on my Twitter feed. So with that being said, I'll see you next time. Peace.